Okay, till now we learned about the client side scripting, that is what we discussed JavaScript, which is a client side scripting language. So now onwards we'll discuss about the server side scripting languages. So what is meant by server side scripting means the server side programming is just like a C or Java programming with major distinction that this software runs on the web server. So client side scripting runs on the web browsers. So server side scripting languages runs on the web servers and uses the HTTP request response loop. HTTP means hypertext transfer protocol. So it uses HTTP request response loop for making the interaction with the clients. Various server-side scripting languages are JSP, ASP, ASP.NET, Solid, PHP and so on. So let's see the difference between server side scripting and the client side scripting. So the server side scripting is used to create the web page that provides some services. So we all know that if you want any information means we have access by the server itself. We send a request to the server, so the server sends the whatever the information we need. For example, any information we want, we type on the Google browser, so that will be transferred to the servers. So the servers process that request, and then whatever the information we need, okay, that is that server process that request and then send back to the web browser. Okay, so then client side scripting means the client side scripting is used to create a web pages as a request or response to the server. These pages are displayed to the user on the web browser. Okay, so this scripting generally run on the means server side scripting run on the web servers. Client side scripting run on the web browsers. Okay, then in server side scripting, a user's request is fulfilled by running a script directly on the web server to generate a dynamic HTML pages. This HTML is then sent to the client browser. So in client side scripting, the processing of these scripts takes place on the end user's computer. Means we are the users. So the source code is transferred from the web server to the user computer over the internet and run directly on the web browsers. Okay, then server side scripting are hidden from the client. Okay, we are not visible, we can't see that servers where it is running. So the client side scripting can be accessed to the users. So the server side scripts can access resources present on the web servers. Client side script cannot access the resources present on the web servers. Okay, then users of server side scripting is processing of user request and accessing to the database. So what will the user sends a request? No, so the information is stored in the background databases. So the servers is what are the request sent by the client is processed by the server and it get the information from the database, then it is sent to the user through a browser. Okay, so uses of client side scripting is making interactive web pages for interacting with the temporary storage such as cookies or local storage, sending a request to the server and getting the response and displaying the response in the web browser. So examples for server side scripting languages are PHP, ASP, ASP.NET, uh, nearly all the programming languages such as C++, Java and C hash, all we can embed in the HTML. Okay, examples for client side scriptings are HTML, CSS and the JavaScript. Okay, so execution of a client side scripting. Execution of client-side scripting. So users can make a request via browser for the script source file. This request is then submitted to the web server. So this web server sends a requested script file to the web browser. So then web browser uh, executes the script file, then finally the output is displayed on the web browser. Okay, then execution of server side scriptings are user can make a request to the web server for some resources. The web server process that request, then the web server then submit the output of the processed request to the web browser. Finally the output is displayed on the web browser. So let's see different technologies, server side technologies commonly used. So the first is a ASP, means active server page. So this is a Microsoft's first server side technology, hence it is also called as a ASP Classic. It can be embedded in the HTML. These are same like our other programming languages like C, Java, C++, same thing like other programming languages. You can embed in the HTML. Then ASP.NET, so it is replaced the older ASP technology. ASP.NET is a part of Microsoft's .NET framework. It commonly makes use of a C# programming language. This is a different programming language, that is C#. So it is based on the object-oriented programming approach. ASP.NET is limited to the Windows servers only. So JSP means Java Server Page. So it stands for Java Server Pages. So it uses a Java programming language and also based on a object-oriented programming language. It is widely used server-side technologies. Then Node.js, it is recent server-side technology in which JavaScript is used at the server side. Then Perl, it is normally used in a conjunction with the Common Gateway Interface, that is CGI, and early standard API. API means Application Program Interface. Then PHP, so now onwards we'll discuss about this language. So it is dynamically typed language and can be directly embedded within the HTML. It supports for a object oriented features such as classes, inheritance. So did the OOPS concepts, what are the OOPS concepts? That is abstraction, interface, polymorphism, all this, no, that will be used in this language. By default, PHP pages are compiled into an intermediary representation called opcodes, like same Java bytecodes. So if you execute that Java code, it will convert it into bytecode, no? So same thing. This PHP code, after compilation, the PHP code is what converted into opcodes after execution. Then next language is Python. So you all learn, I think. So it is used in a variety of web development frameworks such as Django and Pyramid. So then Ruby on Rails. So this web development framework makes use of a Ruby as a programming language. So it is based on a model view controller, that is MVC approach. It integrates features such as templates and engines that aims to reduce the amount of development work required in the creation of new websites. So the server side, let's see this web servers responsibility. So the responsibility of web servers are, the primary responsibility of web server is to respond to the request made by the clients. So it is also responsible to the HTTP connection, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol connection. The web server manages the permission and access for certain resources. So it is responsible for encrypting and compressing the data. So web server manages the multiple domains and URLs. Then it has handles database connection, cookies, states, and the uploading of files. So now onwards we learn about the PHP, so that is server side scripting. PHP itself is written in a C languages. Okay, it consists of three main parts, that is PHP core, extension layer, and the Zend engine. You can see here. You can see here PHP core PHP, extension layer, and the Zend engine. Okay, we learn about the PHP now onwards. Okay, so PHP core, this module defines the main features of PHP environment, such as a variable handling, supporting arrays, strings, classes, and other core features. So extension layer, this module defines the function of a interacting with the services outside the PHP. This includes libraries for MySQL, web services, and XML processing, which means access to the database. This layer includes the access to the database. Then Zend engine, this module handles the reading in the requested PHP files, complaint, and the executing it, compiling it, and the executing it. Okay, so let's see the installation of Apache PHP in the MySQL. So you all know how to use the XAMPP server, no? So same thing, there are steps they given how to execute or install on MySQL PHP and the Apache servers. So you all know the use of Apache servers. They given the steps. Please go through these steps. If you have any doubts, we'll discuss. Okay. This is all about basics of server side scripting languages. So go through these steps. You know how to run the PHP or programs in exams. So go through these steps.